I think this bothers me a little bit. Good morning, it's Jeff and Jeremy. This male birth control, you've heard of this, right? Like they've been working on this pill that men can take instead of women to prevent her from getting pregnant.
What's that going to do for vasectomy doctors, for surgeons?
What's it going to do for the STD rate? This is my concern. Vasectomy doctors are going to, this procedure is going to be, nobody's going to want to go under the knife.
Take a pill, or I could sit with a bag of peas on my nards for 3 days.
Women are more responsible than men. Would you agree?
Yes. They keep schedules.
I feel my wife is more responsible than me. She reminds me of things. I guess it's different in every relationship.
They keep better schedules. They keep the
right.
They're the daily planners.
So if men are all of a sudden in charge of taking this pill and they're single, and all of a sudden now you just feel like, think about it. You don't have to go to the store. You don't have to buy condoms anymore. You just always have to have these little pills on you. Mm-hmm. And you just got to make sure you take it every day. And you're playing, man. You're at the bar. You're meeting girls. You're taking them home. And all of a sudden you're like, wait a second. Wait, why is that burning down there? Because all of a sudden you're like, I don't have to do this anymore because I honestly, and you tell me now, I have not had to worry about any of this stuff since I was a teenage boy in high school, senior in high school, junior in high school. But I have not had to worry about knocking somebody up or getting an STD. And when I was young, and I know it's a different day and age, I didn't really worry about the STD thing as much as I was terrified as a young man of knocking a woman up. And when I say young man, I'm going to say into my 20s, because I still don't think, you're still kind of a kid going to college, whatever it is. Most people don't have families now until they're in their 30s. I would think most men are going to be more concerned about knocking a girl up, and as long as they have a way that they figured out that they're not going to knock a girl up, they may forego things that protect them from other things like STDs.
Yeah.
And you could see a spike. This could be interesting.
This is big in the elderly community, because the elderly community, your stuff doesn't work anymore, so you don't have to worry about getting pregnant.
Right. Senior citizens all the time. Yeah. Senior homes.
Senior homes are always overran by STDs. If anything, you got to just take a look at that and be like, okay, well, condoms are still important. They really are. They really still are important, especially if you are having strange sex.
Do you think?
And I don't mean strange sex by like standing on your head. It's just sex with strangers.
With strangers. Do you think if this gets approved, and the University of Washington up in Seattle is working on this? This
evil. That just screams evil.
If this goes out into the market, and this is an over-the-counter drug, or no, it has to be prescribed, right?
Yeah,
Women's it is.
It will be.
You get a prescription for this, and men start using this. Number one, do you think STDs are going up?
Yes.
Number two, do you think the sales of condoms are going down?
Yes. And number 3, did you say number 3?
I didn't get to number 3 yet.
Vasectomy doctors, what are they going to do? They probably have one job, and that is snip.
What is it? What
snip?
What
snip?
Is that a urologist that probably does that?
Yeah, but that's their forte. That's your specialty.
You're thinking about this, right?
Yeah, I think I have to get it done. I go in for my consult soon.
Oh, what are you doing? You missed March Madness.
I know. Healthcare, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I tried to line it up.
Are you going to get it done?
I don't know. I'll let you know after the consult.
Okay. Well, do you know anything about it? Are you awake during the process and they just numb you down below?
I don't know. That's why you go into the consult. I know nothing about it.
Can we do this on the show?
No.
Come on.
No.
You just sit in there. You wear a headset while it happens.
No.
That's it.
No.
You walk us through what's going on. Do you know how many men would appreciate that are considering this?
I don't know what's going on because I'm not going to be watching what's going on.
Well, no. You're just going to be sitting there. I know Matt Cross, when he comes in, he had it done, and he talked about it.
Okay, well, talk to him about it then.
We had a friend once that was going to get this done.
Your problem is you think everything has to have a camera attached to it.
No, I don't want a camera at all.
Live PD.
The last thing I want is a camera.
You watch live PD.
I want you to wear a headset.
You want everything. Your favorite show of all time is The Apprentice, and live PD is a close number 2. So you think everything has to have a reality aspect to it. Why can't some things just be private?
Why don't
when you go in for your hernia surgeries? Do I want you to wear a headset?
I've not had a hernia surgery since I turned 21. That was literally over 20 years ago.
When you had a bug in your ear, when a bug flew into your ear and you had to go get it removed, was I like, hey, Jeremy, dude, you gotta give me a call. We gotta talk about it on
It's not my fault. You didn't think of it.
Come on, bug in an ear day. Come on, dude.
I think it would be kind of cool. Maybe will you let Matt go in with you and let him do play-by-play?
I could get a horn. I could go honka 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 with the horn. Do all that stuff.
Honka honka. What do you mean? No, we don't need a horn. I want to know what's going on. I want to hear this whole thing.
I don't want my junk to be fodder for the crazy wacky morning zoo.
This isn't a crazy wacky morning zoo thing. I'm just very curious about the process.
Kind of sounds like it though. It kind of.
Oh,
sounds
so
like
you're
a-
saying this sounds like obviously this is too cheesy.
Yes.
We're way above that.
Nah, I'm
You're
just saying-
all of a sudden we're not.
What is
we're
the-
like this white collar show now.
What is the service that you're providing?
Settle down, Rush Limbaugh.
What's the service that you're providing?
We're providing a service to a lot of men and women that are curious about this process. And if the doctor's okay with it,
The
for
women?
you to wear a
What's a
headset
woman care?
and talk us through what's happening, because she might be talking her husband into it. I think it's a very educational experience.
What if something goes wrong and I die right there on the table?
That's not going to happen.
It will happen if I'm wearing a headset.
No, it won't.
Yes.
So you're afraid of dying?
Whatever could go wrong does go wrong with a live
You're
broadcast.
afraid of dying. And I'm sorry.
No, I'm not
You're
afraid of dying.
kind of a pussy,
I don't
dude.
want to die. I don't want to die. See, now there you go. Crazy, wacky morning
Well,
zoo.
you're really.
You must be a pussy.
You're a bitch.
Let's listen to some Shine Down.
Yeah, you're a little bitch.
Godsmack, pussy.
Yeah, pussy.
Yeah. Just get your junk snipped on the air, bro.
Okay, fine.
John Cena rules.
What happened to you?
I don't know.
You're so soft.
Guess it's called growing up.
You're just soft.
Well, that area is very soft. Have you ever?
Fine. This is radio. It's not TV. So you could describe things.
That's
as
radio, so we can get away with
as
that.
this thing would happen. Obviously,
Get your junk cut off.
you don't want to do that. Is this
Actually hung
Patrick?
up.
Oh, Patrick's here. Okay, so Patrick calls in and he says that he had Did you have an audience when yours was done, or did you turn him away?
Oh man, the doctor asked if I minded this become a teaching moment. I said, yeah, sure. I'm thinking 1, maybe 2. Next thing I know, there's 7 people total in there, all ladies but the doctor.
And what were the? Okay, so
Well, 1 out of 7 of them must have been kind of hot, right? I mean, you get 7 ladies in one place. One of them's got to be at least good looking.
Oh, they all were.
I don't think that's
The
your
doctor's
concern
not
at that
stupid.
point. You're like, oh God, is it laying the right way? Is it turtled up?
At that point, I just sucked it up and I said, go for it.
So now, well, you don't know what's
Do you
going
get a
on, right?
discount? Do you get a discount on the procedure if that is the case? Like, I feel
No.
like I feel like you are doing them a favor by allowing them to take a look at your privates and then like sit around in bleachers to do so. You know, it's like entertainment. Like I go to a Cal Poly baseball game.
Yeah.
I pay admission to get in, and I sit in bleachers and I watch a baseball game.
It's almost like you're doing the act. Like, did you feel like you had to talk to these people?
No, I mean, the doctor's talking to them because he's teaching them, and I feel like I'm up on a display.
Yeah.
God, I hope you
And,
got a discount.
I know, that's what I'm saying. You should catch a break.
Yeah, you can't see anything. I mean, they got it covered. I guess they don't want you passing out, but you're numb down there. All you feel is tugging, and you smell the burning when they cauterize it.
Oh, that's got to be the worst. What's it smell like?
Like seriously, you should get
Burning
some
flesh.
burning.
I don't know. I don't know what burning flesh
I don't
smells
either.
like. I know what burning hair smells like, but I've never burned flesh or smelt it.
When
It smells like a
you get
barbecue.
this procedure, you'll know what it smells like.
It smells like
Well,
a
I'm not getting it. Jeff
It
is.
smells like a barbecue.
Maybe Jeff thinks
That's the closest thing I've ever smelled to burning flesh. You know, one of those 7 women probably had drinks with their friends that Friday, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you should have seen the guy." I mean, I don't know what Patrick's.
as they talked about
what his lot in life is, but you know, I mean, you know that there was that there was some discussion about that he doesn't, his ears were burning on a Friday night. Let's just put it that way.
as they talked about the Knopflinger knot that the doctor tied.
His crotch and his ears were burning on that Friday night.
But then Rob writes in, and this has to be embarrassing, not just awkward. He says that he ends up going in to get his, and one of the assistants that comes in the room is a former classmate of his that he hadn't seen in a long time, but they both knew each other. So now you run into somebody you went to college with, and there you are, and then they walk in, and that is super awkward. All right, know-it-all, Craig. What's up, man?
All right, so first I'll educate you on the vasectomy from when I had mine.
Yeah.
See, we don't even need to have the microphones and the cameras and everything.
Well, even though you've been
Right?
through it, wouldn't you like to hear Jeff with a headset on
No.
as he's getting a vasectomy?
Well, let me tell you about my experience.
And me
My
talking
doctor
in his
went
ear?
in- my,
Only if
my
you whisper,
doctor
Jeremy.
did it straight out of his doctor's office. It cost me $10 with my insurance because it was a doctor's visit.
Copay?
He prescribed me Valium to take 30 minutes before the surgery. Because of the Valium, yes, and they do just do a local anesthetic because all it is it's 2 small incisions on either side of your scrotum.
Okay,
They
we don't
told
need to
your
get into all this.
Well, you want to know what it is. This is what you would have if you put a microphone on.
That's not what I want. I don't want to actually watch the thing happen. I don't need gory details. I want to talk to Jeff as it happens. That's all.
Well, I want to know. I want to know 'cause now people are texting in. Whether I want to see if his story is the same as Frito Dave's.
Well, I think we know. They go in, they snip your little sack, and then they do the thing.
What's the point?
I want to talk to somebody as it's happening, as it's actually happening.
They do 2 small incisions. They pull your vas and deferens tube out each side. They cut it, and then they can either cauterize it or tie it in a knot. My doctor did both.
Wait.
And you're awake the whole time.
Wait, cauterize it like it's like a soldering board?
Yes.
Yeah, so that way your tube doesn't grow back together and you still produce. Because what it does, all it does is cuts off access to the live sperm.
Hold on a second. Do you hear that?
No.
Okay, good.
Not at all.
Does you smell?
Does he put on like goggles, like welding goggles, to make sure that the spark doesn't?
But you do smell
blind him?
your flesh burning as they cauterize it.
I'll tell you what. With that volume, I actually tried to watch my own surgery.
No.
But my head was too heavy. I couldn't because that volume really, really relaxes.
Yeah.
You're going to be on Valium? See, I could ask you all the questions I've always wanted you to answer truthfully, and you probably would have to. You couldn't help it because you'd be drugged.
It's
like
a really
Stormy Daniels on a lie detector.
Yeah.
So now I also want to touch point on this man birth control thing.
Okay.
There's some serious issues there because number one, like female birth control, if you don't take that pill within an hour window of the same time every day, it becomes ineffective almost immediately.
Yeah,
and that's why people get pregnant on the pill.
Mm-hmm.
So you got men who, and Jeremy is right, we care a lot less about this.
Yes.
The other thing is
it doesn't affect our bodies as much as it does a woman's.
Exactly. So the other thing is the STD rate. And I'll tell you what, when I had the talk with my kids and I was telling them to use condoms, and this is my daughter and my 2 sons, I did it all at once. They're all close enough in age. I said, look, a condom is not just for pregnancy. And I showed them pictures from the internet of STDs in full blow.
Yes,
and I said, this is
reality,
why
Jeff.
you wear a condom.
Yep,
yeah,
exactly. Just show them that Google image of chlamydia, and bam, you're like, whoa! All right, I'm running out to Costco today, Dad.
Absolutely.
Get the jumbo bag.
And they were all in high school at the same time. I had a pack of condoms in my medicine cabinet that the kids had access to at any time because I would rather
You're a
them be
great dad.
That's
Dad of the
smart.
year.
That's smart.
Dad of the year.
Yeah, because you don't want to have to be grandpa of the year either.
We were all teenagers.
No, I know. No, listen, you know my story, right, Craig? I was using my dad's condoms that were 20 years old when I was using them.
He was playing with fire.
Yeah, man. I mean, come on. We know what's out there. To think that your kids aren't going to do that is stupid.
Yeah, you got it. No, you got it.
Going back to the male birth control pill, though, like, what if it was a situation, like, what if it was Jeremy and his wife, and you guys doubled up? You got the male birth control, she got the female birth control, and then that way you never have to worry about it because it's like wearing 2 condoms. You ever hear about that? If you're going to go out with that questionable girl, you're like, you better double bag that one. Well, you're double bagging the relationship so you don't get kids.
Yeah,
I am all for that.
Yeah.
Jeremy is in a very committed monogamous relationship. They don't have to worry about STDs. They don't have to worry about anything else. They're just trying to keep from getting pregnant. 100% works 100%.
Well, it's worked for 22 years.
Right, but imagine the extra level of security you layer in by taking the pill yourself.
But for 23 years, I'm fine. Why do I have to start taking a pill?
Well, I'm just saying,
screw up my junk.
It's just an added benefit,
I'm not worried about it.
Well, I mean, why do you get extra uninsured motorists put on your car insurance? Because you don't want somebody without a license and an insurance plowing into you.
All right, Craig, vote. Right. All right, should we put a headset on Jeff as this whole process goes down and he's all drugged up?
You don't need to.
Come on.
No, because he's going to be out of it. He's going to be talking anyway.
Yeah. All right. Well, I didn't realize that. I didn't know that you were going to be out of it. And I thought they just numbed you from the waist down.
I didn't know that the soldering iron was going to be employed.
Well, he could just do knots.
He could just do what?
He could just tie them in knots.
Oh, okay. Well,
I think you should solder it. Make sure. And tie it in knots. Double bag it, Jeff. Double bag it.
Either or seem like very archaic.
Double bagged it.
Okay, good. See, and look at you. And it's worked?
It's worked. for, let's see, 1997. Valentine's Day 1997 is when I got mine.
That's the best gift right there.
Thank you for all that TMI, by the way, Craig.
You guys are welcome. Hey, I'm not know-it-all for nothing, right?
There it is. Know it all,
That's
Craig.
true.
Sharing a lot about his life, his family's life, his sexual prowess.
God, can I be honest with you? I just made myself a bagel sandwich for breakfast. And I don't want to
Extra
eat
cream cheese?
Like the hearing of the tying and cauterizing of the vas deferens tubes makes me really not want to eat a bagel sandwich right now.
Well, then don't go look at our at the 805 beer line, text line, because somebody who's unnamed just sent a picture of their procedure in. Listen, at this point, we don't need to see pictures of anybody's sack.
That's for medical purposes, though, right? I mean, it's okay, right?
Well, I don't know for that. I don't know if I need to see that at 7:55 in the morning.
Do you watch medical dramas?
No, I can't even look. I watch Grey's Anatomy, and I can't even watch when they do the fake surgery because it's gross.
I just saw the picture. Yeah, that's too much.
That's a little much, isn't it?
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.